Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Springfield. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to A2C Emergence. I am the only commentator on the show here tonight. I'm Quan, of course you know me. And tonight is looking stacked, just 1 week away from A2C Independence Day next Friday. We have a stacked card. We start the King of the Ring here on the Emergence side. Damian Priest and Danhausen, two rivals. Danhausen, of course, costing Damian Priest a shot at Money in the Bank. Second year in a row, Priest has been screwed out of it. These two go head-to-head in the King of the Ring. Kairi Sane makes her debut against the Genesis champion, Boogeyman. We've seen women debut against former champions, even current champions before. And Kairi Sane continue the trend here tonight. And also, Balor Club is finally looking to get at Kane once again after Haku took a loss, and Bray Wyatt made his debut alongside Kane. It's tag team action here tonight, but we kick things off. Our very first match will be the Ring General Gunther versus Obafemi. Not the first time these two have collided, but this time it'll be in the first round of the King of the Ring tournament. And before we get to our matches, Nick Khan is set to address what happened at Money in the Bank involving Colby Lopez. He is here live and right now in Springfield. Here comes the boss. Of course, Nick Khan would show up at Money in the Bank after Colby Lopez somehow infiltrated Arizona and almost stole the Money in the Bank briefcase from A2C, from everyone in that match that was so deserving of that briefcase. Nick Khan got out of the chair himself and cost Colby Lopez everything. Unfortunately, Colby Lopez would escape, though, and get away. Let's hear what Nick Khan has to say about what went down last Sunday.
You ever feel it, that moment when everything in you screams that it's finally over, that you got him, that it's done? Money in the Bank, I was seconds away from that, seconds away from ending the disease that has infected this company, its soul, its very infrastructure for 6 straight months. Seth Rollins was climbing that ladder. No police, no handcuffs, no rules, no damn jurisdiction in the world was stopping him from putting that contract in his psychotic little hands. So I made a call. I made the decision no executive in history has ever made. I didn't call the cops. I didn't call security. I took off my jacket. I climbed into that ring and I dragged him down myself. I hit that ladder like it owed me a decade of my life. And for the first time in 6 months, I felt peace. And when I tackled him to the mat, when I heard his teeth clack against his own tongue from the impact, I thought, this is it. The nightmare is over. Peace doesn't last when you're dealing with a man who doesn't want justice. He wants vengeance. He doesn't want closure. He wants a world where I no longer exist.
Turn around. Khan, turn around. Oh my God, Colby's in the building. Colby has somehow infiltrated Arizona, and now he's infiltrated Springfield, and he's taking it to Nick Khan in the ring. We need security out here. I know for a fact Rollins didn't pull the FBI again. Rollins is in the ring. He's trying to treat himself like a circus clown as he goes off the top towards Nick Khan, but Nick Khan is trying to fight back. Both men back and forth here in the center of the ring. These two hate each other's guts right now. Rollins is assaulting Nick Khan, and Khan is barely doing anything about it. He got caught off guard. He didn't expect Colby Lopez to be here tonight. Nick Khan is still fighting, though. Nick Khan is still fighting for his company, fighting for justice in A2C, as both men are just trading back and forth. Nick Khan is laying it into Rollins, but Rollins just keeps fighting back. Rollins has been fighting back against the system for 6 damn months, and he's continuing here tonight on Emergence. My God! Rollins... And we're gonna have to cut the cameras. I mean, we can't show them for long. I mean, we're gonna have to get security to get both men out of here. But I doubt that's the last we'll see of Colby Lopez, aka Seth Rollins. But we do have to move on here on Emergence, as we have to get to our first scheduled match, and it's kicking off the Emergence side of King of the Ring. Cleared out the ring of Khan and Rollins. I have no idea if Rollins was able to escape, but it is time to kick off the King of the Ring. Will the ruler be the king? Femi has made his presence known across A2C when he had entered this tournament, and it was announced that he would be facing Gunther. It's not the last time we've seen Oba Femi and Gunther in a one-on-one match back at the Christmas edition of A2C Emergence. These two had a Miracle on 34th Street fight from absolute hell, and it was one of the greatest matches that I personally have ever called in my career. But now, Oba Femi stands across the ring from Gunther once more, but this time, it's to see who will benefit, who will move on to the quarterfinals of the A2C King of the Ring tournament. Of course, the bracket is split huge across Overkill and Emergence, and it ended up being these two men in one of the very first round matchups. Gunther has been a force with an A2C in his words and in his actions. Now Gunther looking to put the crown on his head. Crazy that this very match, just a few months ago, about 6 months ago, kicked off A2C Emergence. It was a Christmas gift to everyone, but ain't no time for Christmas gifts, ladies and gentlemen. This is a war. This will be a war where there will be absolute casualties. Gunther, Oba Femi, the ruler and the ring general. Two big mastodons will collide here tonight to kick off Emergence. No bread, no water, just meat. Here we go. Gunther, Femi, back in. Gunther at the gate with that big Tyrannosaurus drop kick right to the chest of Oba Femi. And now Gunther's looking to lay in the work. You have to wonder how the strategies and the skills will combine here between Oba and Gunther. Oba, the big powerhouse, just wants to tear down his opponent limb by limb by any means necessary with that striking ability and just that overall power advantage that Oba has. But Gunther, as much as he is power, he is also technical. Gunther can make you go to sleep in a matter of seconds with that dangerous chokehold. Gunther has a plural of many moves in his arsenal as Oba goes to the top rope, which you barely see here. Oh my God, what an elbow off the top. Dropping down Gunther, and now here's the cover, hooking the leg to go to the quarterfinals here, the King of the Ring, but it's a kick out by Gunther at 2. That's a very late kick out for Gunther, but you have to wonder, you cannot question the ring general. His skills and his plans, they can always be very active, they can always be very technical when it comes to the match at hand as Oba pops him. Oh my God! As I was talking about the power advantage right there by Oba Femi, just tossing Gunther nearly 10 feet in the air. And Gunther levels him with a big boot right across the face. Gunther getting his time here, sends Oba to the floor. Crashing down onto that concrete, and now referee trying to hold back Gunther as Gunther trying to get a little bit more up Oba Femi as Oba climbs back into the ring. Gunther went for a big chop there. Oba counters. Sidewalk backbreaker by Oba Femi. Oba just taking it together. This is our very first Emergence King of the Ring matches. Gunther has an inside cradle. Looking to steal this one here. Could be very smart for Gunther to save his energy for the later matches, but it's a kick out by Oba Femi. Went for probably a whoopee cushion there, it looked like, as Oba picks him up. Fireman's carry position. Could have been looking at that F10 maybe, but no, it's Gunther reversing now. Just, throwing Oba Femi onto the canvas. And Gunther, oh my God, did you hear that chop, ladies and gentlemen? Right across the chest. Oba Femi's chest might be purple by the time the night's over, as Gunther, more slaps, more chops. Look at that. Oh, look at Oba. Just tossing Gunther, the power of the ruler, and now here's the cover to put the ring general away. Will he go to the quarterfinals? Gunther kicks out. Oh, Oba could be getting a little desperate here. We're looking to make the ring general have a fall from Grace. Nails it. Fall from Grace connects. He falls down. Hooks the leg to go to the quarterfinals. Oba Femi. No! Gunther kicks out. Very strong opening by both men. Hard hitting and fast paced as they've been. But now Oba Femi into the ropes. What a lariat colliding with Gunther's chest. Gunther has to get a breather here as Oba Femi is dominant. Oba Femi definitely has the upper hand here in this early going as Oba Femi keeps trying to fight again. Picks him up, maybe another powerbomb position, but no, a back body drop by Gunther drops Femi. Gunther, this is what I was talking about. Here's that rear naked choke. It's applied. Looking to make the ruler go to sleep. Looking to just use all that weight on the throat of Oba Femi, trying to make him lose oxygen here, but Oba Femi using the power advantage to get out of the sleeper. And now Oba has him on the shoulders again. Gunther reversing once more, and now Gunther picks him up, going for his own powerbomb. Nails it. Powerbomb connects, but Gunther's not done. He was calling him up, but no, he stacks him up immediately, changing his mind very quickly. And now here's the cover on Oba Femi, but it's a kick out by the ruler. Gunther now picks up Femi. Now it's Oba Femi with the reversal there, kick to the gut, shot right to the back. As Oba looks to take advantage here, looking to take control. He picks up Gunther. Snake eyes right the throat first, right into the ropes. And now Oba lateral press, looking to push the weight down. The power advantage coming into play, but Gunther kicks out. This is your opening contest here tonight for A2C Emergence. What an elbow by Oba Femi. And now Oba Femi climbs to the top. He calls him up. Oba Femi up the top. My God. The feet is like really lagging on my part. Oba Femi, what a power slam. What a spine buster, one-handed spine buster nonetheless by Oba Femi. And now is Gunther at a snapmare position. What does Oba Femi have in store here off the ropes here? And oh, what a neck breaker. That side neck breaker by Oba Femi. Gunther with a drop kick that takes out Femi. Gunther with a kick to the gut. Good combinations to the ruler. Boot to the right to the gut as well. Gunther, go for slap. Femi, try to reverse. But Gunther picks him up. So we go for a power bomb. Gunther has him. No, changes into a fireman's carry. And oh my God, just dropping him down. And now big knee right to the face as well. Gunther so far is relentless, as you can see. Just look at the absolute structure that Gunther's putting on Oba Femi, and he nails that drop kick again, even after the big boot reversal. What a drop kick by Gunther, and now picks him up. Dragon Sleeper is now applied on Oba Femi, but way too close to the ropes. Gunther's going to break it out. And now Gunther dragging Oba Femi's lifeless corpse across the ring. Gunther spins him around, center of the ring, where there's no ropes. Gunther looking to choke out Femi. Femi's got nowhere to go. Femi's fading fast. He's got it locked in. The choke is in very deep. Oba struggling for energy, and he taps out. Gunther moves on to the quarterfinals.
Here is your winner,
One extra step towards being King General. Gunther with the win, defeating Oba Femi in an amazing match. But that is not all, as we have Roman Reigns set to return to Emergence here tonight. He will go one-on-one with Pac here tonight. A very exciting matchup. You see Roman is already down there. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell? Swerve Strickland. Swerve Strickland from out of nowhere. And now assaulting Roman Reigns. Look at this. Swerve Strickland. Reigns was already coming down to the ring for his match, as we were about to go over what the motivations were for Roman Reigns, what happened at Money in the Bank. But remember, it was Roman Reigns that cost Swerve Strickland the World Championship, and now Swerve wants to make him pay. Swerve, don't do this. The powerbomb on the apron, and whips the head back into it. My God. Swerve Strickland now assaulting Roman Reigns. Look at this. Swerve Strickland with a super kick. Swerve now just beating the hell out of Reigns, setting him up the stage. Reigns is set to have a scheduled match against Pac here tonight. Reigns has not had a singles match here on Emergence in damn near months, and it looks like it's going to stay that way because Swerve Strickland is beating the hell out of him on the top of the ramp. Swerve now, oh no, not on the ramp. My God, drops him down. House call on the ramp. My God. Swerve now picks up Reigns. Oh, no. Somebody's got to stop. Somebody has to stop him. Oh, my God. No. Oh, my God. On the ramp. Big pressure. Oh, my God. On the LED ramp. And now Swerve is not done. He picks up Reigns again. The referee, Charles Robinson, is trying to stop Swerve. Swerve just keeps beating the hell out of Reigns. Oh, my God. There's a big pressure. Wasn't enough. A superplex. Oh, my God. Right on the stage. Charles, we need some medical for Reigns. Reigns might be seriously injured, but Swerve is irate after Reigns cost him the world title in Phoenix, Arizona. Well, I guess that did not occur as we're going to move on to our next scheduled match as Reigns is not even, probably most likely not medically cleared to defeat. Here comes the Balor Club of Finn Balor and Javon Evans, both men set to take on the team of Bray Wyatt and Kane, who were successful in their tag team debut on the kickoff show at Money in the Bank against Logan Paul and Matt Cardona.
The following is a tornado tag team match. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 360 pounds.
Of course, this all came about when Balor Club member Haku would be defeated by Kane in Kane's debut match, but the Balor Club was not having that. They ended up charging the ring to come after Kane, but it would be Bray Wyatt's appearance that would shock the world, and Bray Wyatt and Kane would join forces seemingly out of nowhere. And to the surprise of many, they are now a tag team here in A2C as they look to take on Balor Club here tonight. Here they come, A2C's newest tag team. Bray Wyatt and the Demon.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 608 pounds. The team of Bray Wyatt and Kane.
Very excited for this tag team match. Speaking of tag teams over on Overkill, after Uncle Howdy was kidnapped, after Uncle Howdy kidnapped Triple H, I should say. The Red Circle were forced to turn over Triple H. Here comes Uncle Howdy bargain. Of course, Mr. Money in the Bank Uncle Howdy. They demanded a rematch for the A2C Tag Team Championships, and that is what's going to happen at SummerSlam. The Red Circle will take on the Authority in Minnesota at SummerSlam for the A2C Tag Team Championships. The match was very fun the last time. Money in the Bank, taking off Mike 2. Imagine how they will reconcile that rivalry tag team match at SummerSlam. Both brands back at full strength thanks to Triple H now making his return as the Overkill General Manager, but this is Emergence, and it's time for Kane and Bray Wyatt to take on the Balor Club. Here we go. Both teams center of the ring. Bray getting fumbled by Balor in the early goings. Evans going after Kane, and we saw at Money in the Bank that these two teams, we saw that Kane and Bray Wyatt, they are a very dominant force to be reckoned with here in A2C on Emergence. As Bray Wyatt going straight up to Javon Evans, Kane going after Finn Balor here. And this will be chaos. Bray Wyatt now on the floor here. Bray Wyatt has a kendo stick, everyone's favorite move here in this company. Oh my God! Just right after Finn Balor breaks it over him. And look at Bray Wyatt. Evans with a pop-up power bomb on Evans. And Bray Wyatt went for the boot, almost got caught. But Kane catches him with a lariat. Raising the spin around and up Bray. Look at this as Balor's arms check. Oh, headbutt right to the spine. Evans, big DDT. Now Wyatt, look at Wyatt. Oh my God, a throat thrust right there. Balor's out. Evans has been fed to the wolves here. My goodness, Kane. Look at Evans. Oh, Evans with a DDT, springboard DDT, taking out both men. And the Balor Club starting to turn this match around. As Finn Balor now has a chair. Evans with that roundhouse and a ripcord Spanish fly on Bray Wyatt. Taking down Bray Wyatt, nails that elbow. Balor now is utilizing that chair on Kane as Evans are going to go after Balor. Oh, look at the drop kick on somebody. I think he missed everybody though. And now it's Evans who turns his attention to Kane with that slingshot hurricane Rana. Balor up the second rope, taking out Bray Wyatt, sending him to the floor. Now it's the Balor Club that's in control here. Balor now puts on Kane, puts the shoulders to the mat, looking to put this one away here. It's a kick out by the Demon, who's immediately back to his feet here as Evans goes to work on Bray Wyatt, looking to help his teammate here. As Finn with a bulldog to Kane. Evans over Kane now. Oh my God, he went for a cutter, I think. Evans just landed on his back. Balor, 1916 connects, I think like a version of the Bloody Sunday. I don't know what that was. But Kane back to his feet now. Regardless, picks up Javon Evans. Powerbomb time perhaps for Evans. Oh, face first into the buckle. Look at this, my God. Balor back to his feet. Kane takes out his partner inadvertently, exploding with that clothesline. Kane has Evans with a powerbomb perhaps. Evans, he nails it this time. So I'm going to get a powerbomb on him to cover by Bray Wyatt. We're going to put this one away here. Will he do it? No. My God, look at that. Bray Wyatt, mandible claw connects on Balor, I believe. The mandible claw was locked in and it connected. And now here's the cover by Kane. Hooks the leg on Evans, but Evans kicks out. Wyatt's still going to work on Balor here. Evans runs into Kane, big drop kick. Balor is down. Wyatt now has Evans. Oh, look at Kane. Oh no, right below that chair as Evans goes for the cover. Tombstone to Finn Balor. And Kane able to break up the pin attempt by Javon Evans. And Kane is back to his feet, but Evans with the OG cutter. Evans connecting with that OG cutter. And now Evans has the opportunity here to put this one away. My God, this is absolute chaos so far. Balor sends Wyatt into the corner. Wyatt has Balor snapped DDT. I think Balor was going for a coup de grace. I missed that completely as my mic just completely cut out. I apologize. But, oh my God, Bray just exploding on a Finn Balor. Evans back to his feet. Evans float over. DDT right on the chair. Evans, oh no, Evans is in a world of trouble now. Evans sent into the corner. Wyatt has Balor. Wyatt picks up Balor. Goldbuster onto the top rope. Down goes Balor. And now here's the cover by Kane. Looking to put this one away. Evans is down. Balor's been neutralized. That is not it. A kick out by Evans. Kane. Now Irish whip into the ropes, taking him out. And now Balor. Look at this. Balor has Kane. 1916 connects on Kane. Here's the cover. Hooks the leg on the Devil's favorite Demon. Balor trying to make it in the ring to break it up, but Kane kicks out. Bray back in the ring and now has Balor again. Second time for the Mandible Claw. It's applied, but it's down. The shoulders are down as well. Kane neutralizes Evans. Here's the cover on Balor, but Balor kicks out. Balor shot to the face, spins it around. Balor over that elbow right across the chest, and he connects. Kane with a big boot takes out Balor. And now Kane, we're going to reiterate this. Here's the cover. Everybody's down. Hooks the leg on Finn Balor, and that is it. Kane and Bray Wyatt pick up their second tag team match.
Here are your winners, the team of Bray Wyatt and Kane.
These two are an absolute... What the hell? Balor! Finn! Okay. Regardless, Bray Wyatt and Kane with the win. Their second tag team debut. Well, we'll get to here talk to the third member of Balor Club. Oh, wait, what the hell? The lights went out. You can only imagine because Bray and Kane are in the ring. Oh, my! Wait a minute, never mind! Aleister Black! What in the hell is Aleister Black doing here? If Balor Club has 3, then I'm only assuming that those 3... Are they working together? I don't know. You got to pause it here, Vin. Very controversial end to that tag team matchup, but regardless, we move on to our co-main event here as the Genesis champion takes on a debuting Kairi Sane, and here she comes. Pirate Princess has made her way to A2C. She has steered the ship towards Emergence and is looking to scavenge on the Genesis champion and the gold that he has around his waist. The Boogeyman, of course, successful in his defense in a ladder match against Ilya Dragunov, who is now out with injury thanks to MJF's interference, pushing the ladder. Of course, Ilya breaking his ankle off of that ladder, and also has to have a concussion after that powerbomb on the table. Absolutely brutal. Kairi Sane could not suffer the same fate that came to Judgment Day.
I'm the Boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you.
But here comes the Genesis champion, the Boogeyman.
And her opponent, representing the Judgment Day,
Boogeyman, of course, took to social media to say that he was happy that it was somebody different here that he's facing here tonight. And welcomes all new challengers the Boogeyman does. Of course, welcoming Kairi into the singles match here tonight, giving Kairi Sane a debut on Emergence. Here we go, the Pirate Princess versus the Worm Eating Genesis Champion. See how this one plays out here tonight as Boogeyman out of the gate with that shoulder thrust and a big splash, taking on Kairi Sane already. Boogeyman flipping the shoulder there, trying to get a submission locked in, but Kairi sweeping the legs. Kairi, do not let her size fool you. She is a hard-hitting machine, but she does miss that moonsault there as Boogeyman looks to go to work on the Pirate Princess. This what a power slam shot from Kairi, nearly on her head. As Boogeyman now goes to the second rope here, calling up Kairi Sane. Will this be enough here? Oh my God! Is it gonna be enough momentum for that double axe handle there? But no, it's Kairi who reverses. Kairi still trying to fight back here. Big Hurricane Rana taking out Boogeyman as Boogeyman goes to the floor now, trying to recuperate. Kairi wants to follow him. Kairi wants to fight here as he sweeps the legs, takes down the Genesis champion. And you have to wonder as Boogeyman collecting Kairi with that jumping lariat. If Kairi can get a win here, that would definitely put her next in line for a Genesis championship match there. But no other challenger since WrestleMania besides Ilya Dragunov. Really anybody from the Judgment Day that used to be in the Judgment Day. Kairi Sane, a new fresh competitor for the Boogeyman here tonight. As Kairi looks to fight back. Kind of 6 by the official. Kind of 7 as Boogeyman is now thrown back into the ring. Kairi steps over back in the ring, and look at Kairi jumping over Boogeyman, nails that springboard, moves it off the bottom rope, and now here's the cover to make the upset here on Boogeyman, but it's not going to be enough, not nearly enough to put away Boogeyman. Kairi not done. Kairi off the ropes here. Is going for a double axe handle of her own, but Boogeyman getting out of the way now. And Boogeyman has Kairi finding this Kairi position, going up in the center of the ring maybe. Kairi fights back the elbows right to the face. Kairi in for a chop. Boogeyman ducks it now. Boogeyman Irish whip, but they'll send Kairi into the ropes here. Ducks underneath. Boogeyman, a spine buster! Center of the ring, down goes Sane, and now Boogeyman still gonna spin it around. One-legged Boston Crab now applied on Kairi Sane. The size difference could be a factor here, but Kairi is very powerful here. Cannot let the size diminish her athletic ability in this ring. Kairi in the thrust out. Look at this. Kairi out of the corner. Very fun-loving and charismatic. Here she goes. That sliding lariat out of the corner. Down goes Boogeyman. And now Kairi is fired up here, letting Springfield know that she is here to fight. And now Kairi springboards up the toe, went for a drop kick, but Boogeyman just turned her inside out with that power bomb. Oh my God! Kairi might be dead. Boogeyman picks up Kairi with the boogie slam, and now pressing down, lateral press, Boogeyman into the cover, but Kairi kicks out. But that is not going to be the night for Kairi Sane. It's going to be for Boogeyman. And now picks Kairi. Could have been thinking Boogie Bomb. But no, it's Kairi with the reversal. Kicks right to the legs. Kairi rolls through. And there's, look at that, the long press. Cover on Boogeyman. But Boogeyman able to get the shoulder up immediately and get out of the situation. Big boot. Kairi doesn't even feel it. Kairi didn't even budge. Floats over on Boogeyman. Kairi showing some resilience against the Genesis champion. Sends Boogeyman into the corner. Kairi not done. Look at the leg. Look at the leg. Just the stretching. And now the big boot across the face. Kairi not done. Stomps to the chest. Has the leg. Oh, Boogeyman picks the leg. Just a leg sweep face. First off the mat goes Kairi. Boogeyman spinning it around. Submission locked in. The knee right on the spine. And now the face lock on Kairi. But Kairi reverses again. Sane now. Big combination to the Genesis champion. Here comes Kairi. Hurricane Rana takes out the boogeyman. And now Kairi looks to go to the top. The Pirate Princess looking for that insane elbow. Will she make it? Oh my God! Yes, she will! Insane elbow! Quite literally. Cover to pin the Genesis champion in her debut. Boogeyman kicks out. What an elbow by Kairi Sane, but unfortunately was not enough to put it away. My goodness. Kairi Sane already showing out here in her debut, but not done with the Genesis champion. Go for more combos, but Boogeyman reverses, and now Boogeyman sweeps the legs, stacks her up. Well, here's the roll up by Boogeyman to put this one away. Kairi takes out. Just barely Kairi back to her feet. Kairi nails the spear. Kairi with the spear. Cover on Boogeyman. Hooks the leg to pin the champion. No, Boogeyman kicks out again. Kairi nearly had the win there. And now Kairi looks to drag Boogeyman to the center of the ring, looking to end this. But Boogeyman keeps getting up. Kairi cannot catch a break on the Boogeyman thus far. And there's a back fist by Kairi, just folding Boogeyman in half. And now Boogeyman into the corner. Kairi has the champion days, but Boogeyman now back in it. Boogeyman back in the ring. Tosses Kairi into the bottom turnbuckle. My goodness. And now the cover on Kairi. Referee in position. Boogeyman into the cover. Kairi Sane kicks out again. The pacing of this match is very well unbelievable as Boogeyman into the corner. A second Boogie Bomb as Kairi's head bounces off the turnbuckle. Here's the cover, lateral press, and no! Kairi kicks out of a second Boogie Bomb. This is unbelievable as now Sane in a world of hurt. Boogeyman going for one more Boogie Slam, perhaps to make sure this is all she wrote. There's another one. Boogie Slam connects. Boogeyman wants to ensure it. A trifecta of Boogie Bombs for Kairi Sane. Boom, down it goes. And the Genesis champion has met the Pirate Princess and oh no! Kairi kicks out again! A third Boogie Bomb, and it wasn't enough. Kairi Sane kicks out somehow. Boogeyman in the second row with a big body splash, taking out Kairi. I don't know how Sane is still fighting. Elbow to the back. How is Sane still in this match? As now Boogeyman picks up Sane. Snapback position, went for a neck breaker. Kairi gets out of the way. Sane has life left in her. Oh my God, went for the leg drop, maybe off the springboard, but Boogeyman reverses. And now it's Boogeyman with that back body drop. Dropping Kairi down. And now Boogeyman's not done. Picks up Kairi, has her up. They're gonna put her on the rope probably. In the snake eyes, down goes Kairi. Oh no, Boogeyman, oh my God, just biting the hand of Kairi Sane. Playing dirty here against Kairi Sane, and Kairi Sane not gonna have it. Kairi back in the fray here, has Boogeyman center of the ring, but Boogeyman keeps getting back up. Kairi, look at this big combination, has the leg, dragon screw, down goes Boogeyman, and now Kairi spins it around again. Kairi, look at this. That's a leg trap. What does she go for here? Oh, big kind of inverted prism trap, but Boogeyman able to get to the ropes there. Not going to be able to put it away as Kairi goes to the second rope. Kairi off the second rope. Insane elbow connects on the Genesis champion. She's got to cover him. Kairi gets into the cover. Will she pin the Genesis champion? Here she goes. Hooks the leg. No, Boogeyman kicks out again. The breath nearly being taken out of the building here in Springfield. Oh, she went for a shoulder check. I almost got him there. But now Kairi sends Boogeyman into the corner now. And now it's Kairi. Obviously going to put him into the corner, but Boogeyman has her again for a third time. Going for that Boogie Slam here. My God. A fourth Boogie Slam. And now going for a fourth Boogie Bomb on the Pirate Princess. One more time. Center of the ring. Kairi's down. Pushing down the titties. 1, 2, and 3. Boogeyman with the win here tonight. What an effort by Kairi Sane.
And I'm coming to get you.
Here is your winner.
incredible match. The Genesis champion gaining some more momentum. Another win for Boogeyman, but what an incredible performance by Kairi Sane in her debut. Take nothing away from the Pirate Princess here tonight on Emergence. What a match. But we have to look at A2C Independence Day before we get to our main event. A legend of the business will return to Emergence to make a huge announcement. We can only imagine what that means and who this big legend will be. Madison Square Garden on July 4th. But we also have more King of the Ring matches next week. Stone Cold Steve Austin and LA Knight looking to fill up a spot in the quarterfinals as we're set to round up the round 1 of the King of the Ring next week. And we start the best of 7 series. Brett's already up 1 against Will Ospreay. Ospreay looks to make it 1 apiece as we get to the series match 2 between the Billy Goat and the best there ever is, the best there ever was, and the best there ever will be. But Steel Cage, after their war at Money in the Bank, and these two have been heated back and forth. These two have gone. It's Moxley, McIntyre, locked inside a steel cage for a 3rd time. And we also have a very special King of the Ring matchup. Dominic Mysterio and Jay White will go one-on-one in a round 1 match for the King of the Ring. But also the television championship on the line. That is next week. We get to the main event of this week. Danhausen, Damian Priest, our final King of the Ring round 1 matchup for the night here in Springfield. It's Priest, it's Danhausen, one-on-one next. Here comes the man that screwed Damian Priest out of Money in the Bank. Danhausen has been at Priest's throat ever since turning on him at Double or Nothing when they were supposed to have a 6-man tag match against the Balor Club. It was him, CM Punk, who had recently been fired, and Damian Priest, and Danhausen returned on both men, chokeslamming specifically Damian Priest, leaving him for dead and leaving him to the Balor Club. And then he would end up assaulting him back and forth just even more, Danhausen would. And then backstage during Money in the Bank would assault him for the last time, replacing him in the Money in the Bank matchup. Costing Priest another shot at the briefcase that he was supposed to have last year, but was thwarted by AJ Styles. This time it was Danhausen, but the Punisher is not going to take this lightly as he looks to punish Danhausen here tonight in our main event. Priest and Danhausen look to blow up their rivalry. One of them will move on from this rivalry, but they will also move on to the quarterfinals of the King of the Ring. The bracket was announced this Sunday of Money in the Bank. It was official that after Gunther Femi, Gunther getting the win, the winner of this match will meet Gunther in the first quarterfinal matchup. And of course, the winner of Dominic Mysterio versus Jay White will meet the winner of LA Knight versus Steve Austin. But we get to our main event here tonight on Emergence. It's Danhausen and it's Damian Priest. Danhausen out the gate. Oh, gets caught with a roundhouse by Damian Priest. You had to know this was coming. You had to know this was coming for Danhausen. He goes straight after the man that cost him everything in these recent weeks. Look at Danhausen with a Northern Lights kind of almost taking himself with him, though. Off the Northern Lights. Big elbow drop, taking out Damian Priest. Just these two left. Danhausen has left so many bodies in his wake, two of them being CM Punk and Damian Priest, the two men that he was best friends with, fought against the Balor Club. But now, Danhausen and Priest, the only two men left to fight it out here. Look at Danhausen, big elbow right to the chest. Looking to go to work on Damian Priest here. Danhausen leaps over. The leap on Priest, though. Big clothesline takes out Danhausen, though. And now looking to go to work here is Damian Priest with those big shots right to the face, and now just stomping in the chest out as well. Damian Priest is relentless, rightfully so. Big kick across the face. Priest is just putting in the pain, putting in the punishment on the one Danhausen, who's made his life a living hell, but Danhausen not going to go quietly, and nails that big pump kick, and now into the cover lateral press, but Priest able to kick out. Oh, look at this Pepsi twist, kind of paying homage to the other man that Danhausen took out, CM Punk, nailing that big clothesline, and now another STO as well by Damian Priest. Big shot right to the chest. Priest, second rope, went for a splash. Danhausen moves out of the way. Look at both these men go. Oh my God, what a big boot. Right to the face. Priest trying to fight, but Danhausen fights back. Both men have gone back and forth thus far in this match. No man has got the upper hand. Danhausen looking to change that. What an arm drag there. Dropping Priest, and now a kick right to the chest while he's down on one knee. And now look at Danhausen dragging screw. Oh my God, right on the center of the ring. Working the leg of Priest, trying to take the big man down. And now lateral press again by Danhausen. Desperate to put this one away, but Priest kicks out. Oh, look at Danhausen. Look at Danhausen. Armbar locked in. Reverse armbar locked in, but Priest. Oh my God, knee right to the shoulder, right to the top of the head, it looked like. Oh my God, Priest, he might have hurt his leg. I don't know what he was going for. He could have been looking for that Harlem sidekick, but I think something happened to his leg as Danhausen nails that big splash, now dropping. Priest, what the hell is he going for here? Oh my God. The caterpillar. Next the elbow. I don't know if Danhausen had it in him like that, but here he goes. Danhausen is going to put this one away, perhaps, on Priest, but Priest reverses. And now Priest, oh, look at this, south of heaven, choke slam, center of the ring. Hausen is down, cover by Priest to go to the quarterfinals here, but that's a kick out by Danhausen. Priest back up though, look at these kicks. Right to the chest, look at Priest go. Oh, rolling elbow. Priest goes to the top. We rarely see this from the big man. Off the top, he calls up. Danhausen calls up his arch nemesis. Up the top. Oh, went for a cross body. Looks like connected there, but Danhausen didn't even feel it as Priest kicks up. Priest is still fighting. Oh my God, there's the roundhouse again. That big side kick right to the face. Now picks Danhausen, but Danhausen pushes him away, kicks him away, and now Danhausen spins it around, has the legs. Danhausen working on that leg again. The same leg that he dragon screwed earlier, and now just working that leg, trying to make sure Priest is chopped down like a tree, and now nails that big elbow. Here's the cover by Danhausen to put this one away. Priest with a kick out. Danhausen fighting back with everything he's got left here against. Oh, look at this big leg lock here. Kind of a version of the figure four. Did not have the other leg applied though, but Priest able to get out of it. Priest looking for his own submission, now just trying to overpower Danhausen, just putting the pressure on that shoulder, but Danhausen sweeps the legs there. Very powerful and very evil by Danhausen as he sends him into the ropes. Went for the pump kick again. Priest able to duck it. Priest went for a lariat. German suplex off the float over by Danhausen, dropping Priest. And now into the corner he goes again. He does not want to be there. Here goes Danhausen. Oh my God, big elbow right across the chest. And now Danhausen not done, just shoving the knee right into the throat. He's got 5 seconds to worry about. Does not want to get disqualified here in the corner as Danhausen now. What does he have in store? Oh, Priest got back to his feet. Priest immediately got back to his feet as Danhausen was looking to put this one away. But no, it's a, oh my God, face first off the turnbuckle for Danhausen. And now has the arm wrapped around. Priest is just tolerating Danhausen. Tolerating, that's not the right word to use. He's trying to tolerate Danhausen during this match though. As now, Priest, Wolves are going to pick him up there. But no, Danhausen floats around, and now Irish Whip sends him into the corner. Danhausen going for it one more time. The big splash off the corner, and now Danhausen looks to charge it up for the Caterpillar one more time. Here goes Danhausen. Big elbow connects. There's the cover on Priest. Danhausen is going to the, no! Priest kicks out again. Oh, but Danhausen's been charging this one up all night long. Here he goes. Look at this. Look at Danhausen with the choke slam to Priest. Priest is out. Cover on the Punisher. And no, it's a double kick out by Priest. Danhausen cannot believe it. He cannot believe that was not it. But now look at this. Cross arm breaker applied. Looking to make Priest tap out. Look at the way he's wrenching that arm. My God. The arm is absolutely, the arm is just being bent in a way it's not supposed to. But now Priest, shot right to the face, staying in the match. Priest, go for that flatliner. Down goes Danhausen. Danhausen is down, and Priest looking to send Danhausen to south of heaven. Center of the ring. Danhausen is down. Cover by Priest, hooks the leg, but no, Danhausen kicks out again. But now look at this. Priest not done. Picks up Danhausen. Going for a powerbomb center of the ring perhaps. But no. Has him on the ropes here. Fireman's carry, drops him down and on the top rope for first. And now he picks him up. Snapmare position for Priest. This is your main event. This is your round one King of the Ring matchup as Priest nails that neck breaker. Winner will move on to take on Gunther in the first quarterfinal matchup. But no, it's Danhausen staying in the fight. It's Danhausen into the snapmare position for Damian Priest. Look at this. What a kick right to the face. And now Danhausen pulls it up again. Second time here for Damian Priest. He goes up and he goes down. Choke slam by Danhausen. Here's the cover, and he's going to the quarterfinals against Gunther. Danhausen with a win.
Here is your winner,
Danhausen with a big win. Moves on in the King of the Ring tournament here against Damian Priest, but he's not done. Oh my God. You won the match, Danhausen. What more do you need? He's beating the hell out of him with that chair. Good God, somebody stop him. Just still beating him with that chair. Wait a minute. My God. CM Punk is back. CM Punk is back in A2C. To my knowledge, he's not even under contract. Danhausen is fleeing the scene. Saving Priest is Punk, the other man that he took out. Danhausen stares down Punk, and there are CM Punk chants filling the arena here tonight in Springfield. But that is all from A2C Emergence, ladies and gentlemen. I've been Quans. We will see you on Overkill this Monday, but we will see you next week for Independence Day on July 4th. We will see you there. Good night, everybody.